Welcome back to Universal Guidance. Before we start off your reading, I want to bring up these four main points to help you understand what I'm doing and to prevent from any questions to brew and also to not feeling confused after the reading. So, starting with the titles, as you can tell, I like to say phases of the moons, and that's because I do work with phases of the moons, and I want to sprinkle that on your reading to help you move through life easier. And that's because um unconsciously we are influenced by the moon. So when I'm doing these channelings, not only am I trying to pick up any important messages that you need, but also to take any actions you need um, during those phases to help you in your life. So, on a superficial level, I am telling you what you need for that week, but underneath it all, and in an unseen mystical world, I'm also um, giving you advice on what actions you need to take to fully harness these influences of the moons. So the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. And when I'm saying waxing moon, I mean the first quarter, and when I'm saying the waning moon, I'm saying the last quarter. So moving on to the second point, if you're familiar with the Toro deck, you already know what their names are and what their meanings are. However, the deck I'm using, the Enchanted Toru, there are three groups that have different names, but they have the same meanings. However, I like to um, what's it called? I like to use them for other reasons, but right now I'm just going to clarify what these groups are and what they actually mean in the original deck. So we have the princess, the prince, and the hearts. So when I'm saying the hearts, I'm saying the cups. When I'm saying the princess, I'm saying the page. And when I'm saying the prince, I'm saying the knights. And when I'm using the pages or the princess, I am saying I'm saying that you are receiving a certain messages. So pages bring um, messages to you, where the prince or the knights bring telling you what action you need to take. And the hearts are just the cups, and they mean like the original one. Just they bring up they signify the water element and emotional aspects within you or around you. Um, Going on to the third point, the kings and queens. So when I say kings, I'm saying masculine energy, and when I'm saying queens, I'm saying feminine energy. And what I'm suggesting is for you to be aware of who's giving off these energies. Because one thing you need to know within the spiritual community is that we acknowledge that we have both feminine and masculine energy within us. However, some are more prominent than others. And depending on the situation and environment you're in, we tend to utilize one over the other. So these energies are interchangeable. So it doesn't matter if you're a male or female. If you are a man, you can have feminine energy. And when you're a woman, you can have masculine energy. But like I said, they always change depending on the situation you're in. So when I pull out the card and I say, you know, these energies, I am depicting the energy that these person gives off. So keep that in mind, but also keep aware of them as well. In the fourth point, I want to finally mention, fourth and last point, is the reason why I don't the cards, bef- shuffle the cards in front of you guys before the reading. And the main reason is I am saving myself from the embarrassment of how I look and how I sound when I'm doing these. I've recorded before and I look so silly, and I didn't, yeah, and personally, I find it embarrassing. So, and the reason why I want to bring this up is because within the Toro community, we they have informed a lot of their readers that there are people out there that like to shuffle or pre-shuffle their deck and have things already prearranged just so they can be misled or give off information to manipulate whatever. But that's in very few cases. But overall, other readers, they know what they're doing, and some of them are comfortable with that. Some of them are very quick to pick up their the reading seat that their audience needs. Um, However, I'm not that way. Some take longer, and yeah, and I'm don't want to show you guys that. So yes, so bringing up all the points. Hopefully they're helpful and answer all the questions that you need for your readings, and enjoy. And let's get into it. Welcome, Aries, to your waning moon reading. This reading are for those who have their sun and ascendant in Aries. And this week I'm going to do something a little bit different, where I'm going to pull out a card from the Black Moon astrology deck. However, for you, I got 3 cards. I read for Pisces, they got 2 cards. So it's kind of unusual. I'm usually going for 1, but we're going to go for it. So we got Jupiter Abundance, Void of Course Moon, Missing, and Mercury Retrograde, Reinvention. We are in Mercury in retrograde. If you don't know anything about it, it's mostly it's a 3 times out of the year where our sense of communication and technology go a little bit haywire. But it's not all bad. It's just something we need to keep cautious of. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. Just be careful and more cautious about what you communicate and what you're thinking. But also, it's also a good thing because it involves a time where you're doing a lot of so for example, reinvention or revisiting or reconnecting or reunions. It's good time to do things that you kind of put off on the back burner and then bring it up again. Anything that's invention, remodeling is a good one. However, for you, I got the sense of you're reinventing your the concept of abundance. That's what I got up from this. But we're going to go off. I'm going to be using 2 different deck of cards I'm going to be using what I've been using this whole time, which is the Enchanted Toro deck, but I'm also going to be using the Gilded Gilded Toro deck, which is if you're familiar with this, it's this one. I think that's how you pronounce it. Um, as I was shuffling, I got these group of decks. I'm usually pull off five. I'm gonna do 2 rows with each deck, but I got 6 for you. So we got the 10 of Hearts, the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Hearts, the 7 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you feel kind of lost or defeated from your sense of happiness. Um, with these two, sorry. And again, it might be with abundance and Mercury retrograde, and the missing. And it might be from this Queen of Hearts, which is this feminine, watery persona, or someone who falls in the sign of the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But I feel like you are fighting it off in a sense. I feel like this is you. You're trying to be the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to be practical in a feminine sense. Either that, or you are in the presence of a earthy, feminine quality persona, or someone who falls in the sign of an earth sign, which is a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And they're kind of helping you kind of distract yourself, I guess. But they're also helping you celebrate what you have gained as well. Or that's, like I said, I feel like it's you as well. So moving on to the second row, we got the 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Magician. So yeah, you're really trying hard to move on and celebrate something, or just celebrate in general. Yeah, because we got the victory and the 3 of Cups. You're trying to move on and distract yourself in a sense, but yeah, you're being very defensive about it in a sense, and you're creating all of this. You're creating your own problem, I guess. Yeah, it's like you're defending and attacking yourself, and you're trying to distract yourself. You're moving on from it, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, the Jupiter abundance card is definitely there. They're definitely helping you, you know, rejoice and celebrate and feel this sense of abundance that you might be missing. But I think you need this time to reinvent that with this Queen of Pentacles, it's like, hold up, let's take a step back and actually review some things. Because, yeah, like with this Five of Swords and this Seven of Wands, it definitely, there's definitely some struggle, some like inner conflict. You're dealing with yourself and kind of also creating for yourself. Yeah, and it's from this Queen of Hearts. Yeah, it's like you're creating this sense of happiness, this sense of joy, this sense of abundance, but it's not really there. It's like you're filling in this void. I'm getting with this void of course moon missing. It's like you're creating something to fill up this void, something that you're missing, something that brought you happiness, and you're creating abundance for that, but you know yourself that that's not a way to do it, but you're also, holding on to it, or you're kind of like defeating it, like defeating that thought. But yeah, you just need to take time to slow down and just recollect yourself. Rein- Take the time to reinvent yourself of abundance and find some practical way of doing so. Or take that energy and put it into your work, into your community, into the people that need uh, that are in need. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Thank you for coming by, and I'll see you next time.